Hey guys, sorry for being missing for a little bit, but for the past couple of weeks I've been on vacation out of the country in Thailand, and this is the first time I've ever left the country and gone on vacation without my family. I went with Joanne and some of her family and my friends Monique and Brian, and first we laid over in Taiwan before flying into Bangkok.
But not yet.
Not really.
This is Taiwan.
You
My homeland.
Did you get the other bits?
He just walked off. Taiwan. That says Xiao something men. I can't read it. This looks just like a shop in Roland Heights. At the airport in Thailand. Walking fast. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Making my way downtown. Walking fast. Nothing to declare line. Here we go. It's time to go into Thailand. Now we're surfing on this escalator that's more like a conveyor, and now we're going down, but it doesn't turn into steps.
Everyone's first time.
Yes. Look at that. Driving on the right side.
Drive pretty close to each other.
Yeah, I can kind of see that already.
Yeah.
Do you have multiple snaps?
Yep.
So our first stop in Bangkok was the downtown Victory Monument area where Joanne has plenty of family. And what better place to use the Mavic Pro that I bought, and of course I have to use cinematic music with some of these shots.
We love your cat.
Doesn't look as good anymore when I move it like that, does it? So I'll show you more drone shots as I go through the rest of this video, and just be prepared for more of the stereotypical cinematic music. But I tried to fly it as much as I could and try to get as many shots as I could, but I did get in trouble a couple times and I almost even lost it once, so I'll talk about that in a bit.
Taking a walk downtown. Walking fast.
But first we took the SkyTrain, which you can see in this shot, to the boat station where we took a boat taxi up the Cha Phraya River to go see the Grand Palace.
Taxi. Heading back to the train station.
Yo, this is crazy. All these boats backing up.
Look at these boats. I don't know what kind of motors these are. Turbo diesel. Turbo.
And it was at this point that I almost lost my drone. In an effort to get some cool boat chasing footage, I launched my drone from the boat, and if you're aware of how these DJI products work, if the GPS signal is good, it records the launch position of the drone as home. And all the max flight distance features and all the safety return to home features are based on that home position, and if home is now a boat that's no longer there, then that's really your fault for not launching it from dry land. And the worst part is, a bunch of people were watching me and recording me as I was flying this thing chasing the boat. So everything was fine until right here. See, I forgot to turn off the max distance from home. So since home was back there, then we just kept going further and further away while the drone just stayed in one place because it couldn't go any further. Luckily for me, we got off at the next stop and the drone wasn't out of range of the controller, and I was able to turn off that max distance and fly it back to me. But it took me some time to figure that out, and the drone was kind of just hovering in place until I did. And you can kind of see me freaking out with the controls, and all the people that were watching me thought I lost it. And I got lucky because we didn't go far enough that I couldn't communicate with the drone anymore, and I didn't lose connection because the way they had it set up, in the event of a connection loss, the drone would have turned itself around, went straight back home, and then landed itself, which would have been in the water. You can see how happy I was to get it back in this picture right after I figured it out and flew it back to me. After that, we walked around the Grand Palace where a lot of people were paying tribute to the king who recently died.
Grand Palace. Grand Palace.
and it was really cool to see, but at the same time, it was super hot and there were a ton of Chinese tourists everywhere. It looked more like this. But what can I say? I'm a Chinese tourist as well.
Walking down this very narrow alleyway with like all these shops and eating places. And look at this. People riding their motorcycles down through this alleyway. Just chilling, delivering the goods. Clothes for like 10 cents. Shirts for like 10 cents. Socks for half of that. This is crazy. Look at this. This Disney shirt for 120 baht, which is, if I'm doing my math right, just under $4. Look at all this food. Look at all this. Look at this. A shirt for 69 baht. That's $2. Street noodles.
Wait, go in.
Yo. And that's like the street right there. Street noodles. Look at that. Yeah. Got bowls and bowls. Bowls for days. Oh, this is crazy. I'm like right up here on the sidewalk right now. And there's these vendors right on the sidewalk. Just chilling. Look at this. People on the street are buying from the people on the sidewalk, and we're walking by behind them. Isn't that how it is right now? Look at this. There's barely enough room to walk. And you got two-way traffic going by in front of these vendors. All this food. Even panties. Dang. Hey, look at this. They have tables to eat at set up straight on the sidewalk.